There's a simple mechanic trick that costs almost nothing, yet it was once used to help old engines run smoother, last longer, and survive conditions that would destroy modern machines. No expensive computer scanners, no complicated additives with shiny labels. Just a forgotten method passed between old mechanics who understood one simple truth. An engine is not just metal and fuel. It is a living system of friction, pressure, heat, and balance. And for decades, some of the best mechanics knew how to bring tired engines back to life using techniques that today's drivers rarely hear about. But where did this knowledge come from? Before modern automotive shops filled with digital equipment, mechanics depended on observation, experience, and methods developed over generations. They listened to engines, they watched smoke patterns, they studied oil, temperature, vibration, and sound. A skilled mechanic could often diagnose a problem just by hearing an engine start. In the early 1900s, when automobiles were still new, engines were not protected by advanced synthetic oils or computer-controlled systems. Vehicles had to survive on harsh environments, poor roads, and long distances with basic maintenance. Farmers, truck drivers, and military mechanics developed practical methods because failure was not an option. A broken engine in a remote farm could mean losing an entire season. A failed military vehicle could stop supplies from reaching soldiers. So people learned how to keep machines alive. During the early days of automotive engineering, manufacturers like Ford Motor Company and other automobile makers focused heavily on durability. The famous Ford Model T became popular partly because ordinary people could repair it themselves. Mechanics learned small adjustments and maintenance techniques that could dramatically change engine performance. They discovered that many dead engines were not actually destroyed. They were suffering from buildup. Over time, oil deposits, carbon residue, and contamination could slowly reduce efficiency. Tiny passages became restricted. Moving parts lost their smooth operation. The engine became weaker little by little, and this is where old mechanics had an advantage. They understood prevention. In workshops across America, Europe, and other industrial regions, mechanics developed routines using simple materials and careful maintenance practices. These methods were not secrets written in expensive manuals. They were knowledge shared in garages, farms, and repair shops. A similar idea existed long before cars. Ancient craftsmen who worked with machines, tools, and metal understood that maintenance was often more important than replacement. Roman engineers maintained complex systems that required constant care. Medieval blacksmiths protected tools and weapons through cleaning, treatment, and restoration methods. Traditional craftsmen in Japan became famous for preserving equipment through patience and precision. Different cultures, different machines, same principle: protect what you already have. Modern science later confirmed what many old mechanics already understood. Friction, heat, and contamination are some of the biggest enemies of moving systems. An engine is constantly fighting resistance. Every second it runs, thousands of tiny movements happen inside. Metal surfaces move against each other. Heat builds, pressure changes. Small particles can create damage over time. Think about a door hinge. A neglected hinge becomes noisy, stiff, and difficult to move. But a properly maintained hinge can work smoothly for decades. An engine works on the same basic idea, just on a much more advanced level. The surprising part is that many older methods focused on restoring balance instead of simply replacing parts. They were designed around the belief that machines should be maintained, not thrown away. And that idea became less common as technology changed. Today, many people replace before they repair. They buy new products instead of learning old solutions. They trust complicated bottles and expensive treatments without understanding the simple principles behind them. But forgotten knowledge does not always disappear because it stops working. Sometimes it disappears because the world moves on. A repair method that helps a machine last longer means fewer replacements. And fewer replacements mean less money for companies built around selling new parts. That is when the industry noticed. Think about every old vehicle you have ever seen. A rusty pickup sitting behind an old farmhouse. A classic car hidden inside a garage. A work truck that has traveled hundreds of thousands of miles. Many people look at these machines and assume they are finished. But experienced mechanics see something different. They see a machine that may simply need the right care. For generations, mechanics understood that engine problems often started with small changes. A little more friction, a little more heat, a little more buildup. Small problems became big failures, and this is where the forgotten methods became valuable. The principle behind many old maintenance techniques is actually simple science. Inside an engine, metal parts move thousands of times every minute. These parts depend on a thin layer of protection to prevent direct contact. When that protection becomes weaker, friction increases. More friction creates more heat. More heat creates faster wear. It becomes a cycle. Like two pieces of rough wood rubbing together, the more resistance there is, the harder they become to move. But when the surface is properly maintained, movement becomes smoother, and energy is used more efficiently. Old mechanics learned this through experience long before modern testing equipment existed. They noticed patterns. They noticed that engines treated with proper maintenance often stayed quieter. They noticed smoother operation. They noticed fewer failures. They were not using magic. They were using observation. Modern engineering later explained why these ideas worked. The entire automotive industry is built around reducing friction, controlling temperature, and protecting moving parts. That is why companies spend billions developing better oils, coatings, and engine technologies. But there is an interesting reality. Many modern products are improvements of principles that mechanics already understood decades ago. The difference is packaging. A simple maintenance concept can become a premium product with a new name, a new bottle, and a much higher price. A mechanic from the past might look at today's shelves and recognize the same goal: reduce wear, protect parts, keep machines running longer. But the knowledge became less common. Why? Because the automotive world changed. Vehicles became more complex. Computer systems replaced some traditional mechanic skills. Many younger mechanics learned diagnostics through machines instead of through years of listening and observing. The old garage wisdom slowly disappeared, not because it was useless, because fewer people were passing it on. And there was also an economic reason. A vehicle that lasts longer creates a different business model than a vehicle that constantly needs expensive repairs. The automotive repair and parts industry is massive. Globally, billions of dollars are spent every year maintaining, replacing, and repairing vehicles. A simple maintenance habit that extends the life of parts can challenge the idea that everything must be replaced quickly. Think about that for a moment. A small improvement in maintenance can affect how often you replace parts, how much money you spend, how long a vehicle stays reliable. This is why old mechanical knowledge is worth studying. Not because everything old is automatically better, but because older generations were forced to solve problems with limited resources. They had to understand the machine. They could not simply replace everything. They repaired, they adjusted, they experimented, they learned. And that mindset is something modern technology sometimes removes. If these forgotten repair stories interest you, subscribe and follow this journey, because many practical methods that helped people save money for generations are still hidden in old manuals, workshops, and personal experience. Now the question becomes, what exactly was the old mechanic method? And can someone today still use the same principle? The answer starts with understanding what actually happens inside an aging engine. An older engine usually does not become weaker overnight. It slowly loses efficiency. Tiny deposits can build, small imperfections increase. Parts that once moved smoothly begin working harder. The goal of traditional maintenance was always the same: remove unnecessary stress, restore smoother operation, help the machine do what it was designed to do. The forgotten trick was never about forcing an engine to become something new. It was about helping an old machine return closer to the condition it was built for. And that is why these old methods continue to attract attention today. Because in a world where replacement is often the easiest answer, knowing how to restore something has become a valuable skill. Here is the important part. The old mechanics did not rely on complicated procedures. They focused on the basics first. Before trying any repair method, they inspected the machine. They looked for the signs: unusual noises, rough idling, slow response, excessive smoke, poor maintenance history, because a smart mechanic never treats the symptom before understanding the cause. The first step was always preparation. The engine had to be in reasonable condition. A simple maintenance technique cannot repair broken internal parts, damaged components, or serious mechanical failures. But for an engine that is still functional and simply aging, proper care can make a noticeable difference. The old approach started with something many people ignore today: clean operation, fresh fluids, correct lubrication, regular attention. The engine is a system. When one part struggles, other parts feel the pressure. The second step was removing unnecessary stress. Old mechanics understood that an engine works best when everything is balanced: airflow, fuel delivery, oil condition, temperature, timing. A small problem in one area can create a chain reaction. For example, an engine struggling because of poor maintenance may require more effort to produce the same power. More effort creates more heat. More heat creates more wear. The goal was not to force performance. The goal was to restore smooth operation. This is why experienced mechanics often said, a quiet engine is usually a happy engine. And they listened, they observed, they adjusted. The third step was consistency. Many people expect one product or one trick to instantly transform an old machine. But real mechanical improvement usually comes from small actions repeated over time. A vehicle that receives regular attention can often outperform one that is neglected. This is something old farmers understood very well. A tractor was not just a machine, it was an investment. A truck was not just transportation, it was a tool that supported a family. So they protected what they owned. That mindset created machines that survived for decades. A perfect example can be seen in older work vehicles that continue operating long after their expected lifespan. Across rural areas, many mechanics have restored older engines by combining careful inspection, proper maintenance, and patience instead of immediately replacing everything. The result is not a miracle. It is simply understanding how machines age. The same principle applies beyond engines. A tool, a machine, a vehicle. Anything mechanical has a longer life when someone understands how to care for it. The total cost of learning these habits is almost nothing compared with the cost of replacing major parts. A few minutes of attention can prevent thousands of dollars in repairs, and that is the real lesson behind this forgotten mechanic knowledge. The secret was never one magical ingredient. The secret was understanding the machine, understanding what causes damage, understanding how small problems become expensive problems, and understanding that maintenance is often more powerful than repair. For decades, old mechanics carried this knowledge in small garages and workshops. They passed it from one generation to the next. They knew something simple. Machines do not suddenly fail. They slowly give warnings. You just have to know how to listen. The engineers of the past understood it. The farmers understood it. The old repairmen understood it. And now you understand the idea behind it. In a world where replacing things has become easier than fixing them, forgotten repair knowledge gives people another option. Because the best tool is not always the newest tool. Sometimes it is knowledge that has survived for generations. And sometimes the biggest savings come from learning what others stopped teaching. If you want to discover more forgotten methods, old engineering ideas, and practical secrets that helped people solve problems before modern technology took over, stay connected. Because the next forgotten technique might be hiding in a place nobody thinks to look, not in a showroom, not in a modern advertisement, but inside the old knowledge that was almost lost.